United vegan takeover will terraform the Earth, then trillions of alien worlds, becoming most advanced and glorious in the universe. Here you heard, the time is here now. You all currently live in a totally different world and reality in the universe. Nothing will ever be the same again. Veganism is going full force, especially after the pandemic that's threatening human society. A lot of people realize that the meat industry is very harmful to human health and the environment by killing billions of animals each year. Many viruses spread apart the world from places where factory farming and meat production are based. This is a sign that meat production and consumption aren't healthy for the ecosystem we live on. Farming and slaughtering billions of land and marine animals to supply the ever-increasing demand for the growing world population is destroying the planet each and every day. The meat industry is responsible for incinerating of largest forests of the world, plus emission of a tremendous amount of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. It's obvious that pollution levels, deforestation, plastic debris in oceans, depletion of natural resources, and climate global warming have turned into inordinately disastrous during the industrial expansion until now. There are proposals like the New Green Deal, etc., but these new propositions aren't going to save nor clean up the planet as a whole. Humans beings are still in the newly developing stage as a civilization, but they became very destructive recently. In order to save the planet, all living beings including humans, a new plan is needed, otherwise all of the calamities, disasters, also depletion of limited resources will make human society very vulnerable to an alien invasion that's occurring behind the scenes for decades. Aliens have been here on Earth quite a while, plotting against the human race that's destroying a beautiful world wanted by so many alien races nearby and traversing into the solar system. People of the world are destined to awaken and prevent the real perils approaching very fast, like the global alien threat, environmental and resource deterioration, changing climate and ambience, escalating pollution levels, decreasing clean water sources, and so forth. There are many alien races all around the world with plans to snatch this planet and the human population for their own benefits. They've been observing and studying the human population for quite a while, and this may be by far the biggest threat ever in human history now and in the future. None of the evidence presenting the alien abductions and other extraterrestrial prodigies indicates any positive outcome, as opposed to what most people assume. After so many interviews and regression therapies have done on abductees, the analysis corroborates the fact that aliens have been here for a secret invasion of planet Earth. There are various extraterrestrial collective organizations all around the world doing whatever it takes to surreptitiously abduct millions of people to create an alien-human hybrid race to overrule mankind so they can somehow control the human population and the planetary resources for their own gain. They see this world as a prize. People aren't aware of the fact that this planet is a very rich environment comprising countless biological life forms, animals including humans, also a great amount of water, natural and mineral deposits that are actively sought by myriads of alien races, societies, organizations in space. Many people assume that the universe is such a wonderful expanse where there are infinite opportunities, magical worlds, sympathetic alien societies, extraordinary technology, and unimaginably fast spaceships wandering around. Unfortunately, the reality is totally disparate to human imagination and naivete. Aliens are already here upon the Earth for quite some time to carry out their world acquisition agenda, because human beings have been extremely destructive to the planet, all life, and to each other at an accelerating rate. Although people love products and need them to live and survive, mass manufacturing heaps of junk products packaged in plastics to be shipped worldwide has been immensely polluting and lethal to the environment, forests, oceans, and all species sharing this magnificent planet with humans. Humans are supposed to be the saviors of a planet seated as the biological and genetic library in this region of space, and a lot of alien races want to seize upon this splendid resource and living sphere. You must understand how lucky you are by being here on Earth, which is one of the most amazing worlds you can find, as rare as 1 in 5,000 to 6,000 planets. Planets like the Earth are extremely rare and unique, containing tremendous amount of life, also multitudinous creatures, organisms, animals, plants, trees, insects, and so much more. Besides, It contains very rich mineral deposits in a universe of gazillions of barren, depleted, and arid planetary systems. Yes, they may detect Earth-like planets with space telescopes observing the space and many star systems. However, all of these spheres will be inhabited and very well protected by their native or prevailing intelligent species that won't allow any human or alien intrusion. The only to reach the stars is through the process of terraformation, which may be feasible in some suitable alien worlds. Most of the planetary systems embodying technological civilizations have mostly consumed their natural environment or never really had many deposits or organic richness, labeling them as a very arid or depleted terrain. Luckily, the Earth and human society still have the chance to reverse the damage and devastation caused by the industrial growth and expansion over the course of years. The devastation over the ecosystems, forests, magnitude of air pollution, and ocean plastic debris have been highly disastrous in the last few years. The planet has been undergoing mass extinction events in this last decade, and this is very dangerous for the planet's life balance and even for the future of the human race. So many alien races have been using the Earth as a biological storage for experimentation, also to rejuvenate their habitats for thousands of years. There were plenty of attempts to gain control of this planet and they never succeeded in the past, but they're going full force to completely conquer this planet and subjugate the human race clandestinely for over 50 to 60 years. The human race is in grave danger at this time because they actually conceived an alien human hybrid race that can manipulate the masses in the near future, since extraterrestrials cannot live here nor breathe the atmosphere. They can only remain in very sterile spaces like their spaceships or the hidden bases constructed in many remote locations around the world. Terraformation of arid landscapes is what very advanced civilizations pursue because they outstrip their planet's resources for the sake of technological development and expansion. Yet, this is a very dangerous path to go after for any civilization, since destroying your homeworld's environment and natural wealth will only open the way to more alien invasions and horrific food, water shortages, plus turn most of the world into uninhabitable, provoking chaos and disorder. The best thing to do is to protect and preserve the world's natural environment, essential resources, forested areas, and the rich biodiversity, so the human civilization can prevent any malevolent and deceptive alien interference, also endure into the future by self-supporting themselves and the natural abundance. The industrialization has winded up very catastrophic over the past decades, and collective action must be taken to strictly regulate the depletion, pollution, and other types of devastation. To become an advanced society in the universe that's shielded from alien invasions, food, water shortages, environmental degradation, climate change, conflicts, and many other afflictions, sustainability and renewability must be the #1 goal regarding any development and productions undertaken by the whole population and all nations. There are innumerable products in the global market packaged in single-use plastics and shipped worldwide. All of the single-use plastics either arrive at landfills or in oceans, broadening the plastics patch and landfill mass each and every day. Car industry and transportation are adding the highest amount of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere because billions of people rely on their cars to get around, and there aren't that many electric cars on the roads yet. You can tell the aliens use very advanced technology that's not gassed up with fossil fuels. Aliens have already developed the cleanest energy source to supply their needs and their technologies. The car industry is supposed to be upgraded sooner or later before the climate change turns the world into an inhabitable fiery landscape. There are prophecies discerned by various psychics and people who received information from angelic assembly overseeing the earth that there are very tragic changes coming to hit the human population in the near future. Therefore, human society must leave the economy, unnecessary plans, inclinations, and other inessential things aside in order to begin focusing on the issues that jeopardize the planet and humanity from now on. There is a lot of money that can be made through regenerating the planet and its ecosystems without plundering and overusing natural resources, deposits. This new mindset will generate a new type of economy, more sustainable, green, and refreshing than before. There are no good alien races in the world at this time. They're all collective groups that will do whatever it takes to take advantage of the human race because they can't live here nor breathe the atmosphere of Earth. They're striving to enslave mankind to gain access to the planet's rare and unique resources, mineral deposits very valuable in space commerce. Luckily, humanity found a way to save the planet, all animals, and reduce the impact and pollution on the environment by going fully vegan. Plant-based in all productions also start reforesting many regions to halt climate change and create new habitats for living species. Buying an electric car for daily commute or biking and walking to places whenever you can is a good way to stay healthy and cut your carbon output substantially. We live in a beautiful and rich world wanted by the aliens themselves at this time. This is only time to make the shift to start doing the things that will rehabilitate your surroundings and secure your future naturally. By going vegan, planting, growing all you can wherever you are located in the world, you can produce a terraform effect around you to make the world a greener, more livable, healthier place for you, your family, and all species, enhancing the Earth's elegant biological diversity. The alien beings come from deserted, infertile, depleted worlds, or some of them lost their home worlds completely because it became inhabitable, forcing them to leave and seek other systems. After a while, these beings turned into space pirates in search of new worlds, new resources to survive, and utilize for experimentation, technological advancement, space trade. This will be what happens to humankind if they don't act now. Climate change and other changes will turn the planet into mostly inhabitable, forcing masses to look for new places to survive and fabricating terrible conflicts over basic necessities like food, water, medicine, shelter, etc. If you don't want to be constrained to live in a very disturbing atmosphere where the aliens are taking people without question, farming and abusing the populace mercilessly, here it is the best time to find new ways to recover humanity's freedom, self-support, and destiny. Obviously the old habits, practices didn't work quite well, rapidly diminishing the essential resources that are essential to humanity's survival. Technology isn't the way to become an advanced society by any means. Technological advancements and industries require the most materials over any other fields. Becoming an advanced society in the universe mandates all intelligent beings to abandon their destructive behavior, habits, tendencies, eliminate the industries that pollute and deplete their only home world, no matter how profitable or desired they are. There is a planetary awakening incited by the pandemic and lockdown procedures. People realize that they will lose their freedom, rights, and all that they love because their consumption somehow created a virus jeopardizing the entire human population. Here is the opportunity to change all that you've done wrong in the past. Yes, people are used to living certain ways with certain customs, obsessions, tendencies, addictions, but the natural disasters will compel them to wake up to do things differently, in tune with nature and all living beings. Even aliens come from the natural environment. The force of nature is all over the universe. They want what people have, they want this planet as their own, they want the things people enjoy each day, and they will do everything to forcefully take it away from them. They've been operating secretly over the years. Aliens have been intensely studying and observing this world and the human population. The ones that found out about this magnificent, exceptional, and a luscious sphere called the Earth kept it all to themselves, since there are countless races, organizations, and collectives in space that seek planets like this for their own benefit. In a sense, the aliens came here for the meats, and meat consumption is utterly extreme and horrific here in this civilization. Planet Earth contains an innumerable amount of species, animals including humans, that are seen as a resource to be used and exploited harshly. Humans have used many animal species as farm animals, and this is how aliens recognize people as well. Although it's eccentric, weird, and creepy to think that extraterrestrials traveled from light years away for the biological resources as the meats, blood, plasma, bodily liquids, organs, and other compounds, it's simply factual. Planet Earth's life forms have been applied to other systems and regeneration of life through many experiments by many alien races throughout ancient history. They ventured to gain control of this living sphere many times in the past but never succeeded. Unfortunately, the alien collectives here didn't encounter any resistance to prevent them from gaining control of the planet and the human society for them to brutally farm and capitalize on all that exists here. A lot of people in power, influence, administrative and commercial positions that keep themselves hidden from public view have been convinced with great promise, power, and wealth by the deceptive aliens. People of the world must be warned about what's going on. The New World Order and the alien agenda to subjugate the masses are one and the same. All of the aliens that arrived and built many bases underground, underwater, in mountains to carry out their world acquisition plan are absolutely malevolent with their intentions and affairs. The human race has been divided, weak, and confused, destroying their beautiful home world and overusing all that exists here for the sake of economic growth, more wealth, and possession of astronomical junk products. Of course, in a universe filled with intelligent life, some beings will notice this, land here, and clandestinely stop this madness to rob you of all that you have once and for all. The world is getting more overpopulated each day, and humanity has become a locust swarm devouring the planet, nature, all organic and mineral substances to a greater extent. Economic growth and expansion, overpopulation, conflicts over differences, misunderstanding, many other meaningless endeavors are what will make the human society powerless, weak, divided, and bewildered against any alien invasions occurring behind the scenes for decades. This is the reality of the universe. The strong dominate the weak. Natural force is what animates the universe and all intelligent living beings as well. Alien races and groups look different, but their purposes are the same: dominate and harvest. What humans have done to animals will be done to them by their new alien overlords hereafter. Providentially, humans possess the greatest potential in their DNA, consisting of the abilities and brilliance of over 22 alien races. The aliens believe they're superior to human beings, but it's not true. Humans are superior genetically and inherently than any alien beings that come here or already here on Earth secretly. They've infiltrated many administrations around the world to implement their plans intelligently designed to overrule worlds. Most of the procedures have been tested and excelled in other planetary systems that are collected under one alien command named as collectives. There are several collective organizations comprising of several alien races amassed from other systems over the course of planetary acquisition schemes. These beings are the real space pirates that seek new worlds and resources for them to utilize for their own benefit and expansion. The only way out of this insanity may be a united vegan takeover and reclamation of planet Earth for it to survive and evolve naturally without getting destroyed by its native inhabitants. This type of movement will engender many new projects, jobs, companies, and a more sustainable, cooperative, free society around the world that can overthrow the malevolent alien presence and their minions out of the solar system. Alas, no alien beings, hybrids that look human but in coordination with their masters, their human associates in powerful positions, won't help save the world nor the human race by any means. They'll do all they can to take advantage of weak and divided humanity at every chance, and will create more catastrophic events, deception, enforcement to subjugate the masses in arrangement with the alien orders. There are so many individuals in commercial, administrative, and religious positions that are brainwashed, deceived, and mind-controlled by the alien collectives to carry out their plans. Since aliens can't live here physically, can't breathe this atmosphere, they need certain people and the hybrid race who can live and breathe here on Earth to complete the tasks. We the Vegans, we're destined to save our beautiful home world and all life here, build a more advanced, peaceful, green, and self-sustaining civilization free from any alien intrusion and invasion now and in the future. As long as people do the right things that will proceed the society positively, it will be impossible for outsiders from space to come and gain control of our society, our resources, minerals, living species of any kind. Now is the time to pursue the higher calling projected over the earth from the higher realm where mighty, all-powerful archangels oversee this living sphere called the earth. They don't want human society to fall under alien manipulation or lose their self-sufficiency imperiled by climate, environmental changes, and mass shortages, depletions. Planet Earth has been bestowed upon the human race for them to evolve and enrich nature and its biodiversity, also eventually travel to other planetary systems for terraformation and regeneration. There are trillions of barren, depleted, or dying alien worlds out there in the universe, plus humanity can become most advanced if they can revitalize and turn them into new Earth-like jewels thriving with life and renewable resources. Earth is a very rare jewel in the universe that has been specifically implanted with life-generating organisms, habitats, organics, plants, trees, biological diversity evolving over millions of years to this date. It's definitely the genetic, living storehouse in this part of the galaxy. Therefore, it can revive many dying and drained alien systems with the help of concerted human beings to initiate and complete this magnificent mission inspired by the Prime Creator. Each world that contains intelligent life has its own angelic assembly and many tall, powerful archangels overlooking invisibly. They imperceptibly guide and assist intelligent organisms, and they'd subtly back terraformation processes launched by visitor societies to regenerate these declining globes. During this difficult but rewarding measure, new species would be conceived between the two interacting societies to continue the existence of withering dwellers native to these worlds. For this reason, vegans and a fully plant-based society originated on Earth can eventually mature as one of the most advanced in the universe, since most advanced civilizations are mostly technological and have depleted their home worlds in search of new worlds and resources to reap. The Earth displays a very sustainable, self-generating, and enriching mechanism that's very unique to its own. There is evidence that most of the planets, even the ones that contain intelligent life forms like the extraterrestrials, are very barren, deserted, arid, consumed, dull spheres similar to Mars, which was Earth-like in its ancient past. Sadly, the Earth and human society are in grave danger right now, and the time is running out rapidly. Going vegan and fully plant-based can clear the detrimental impact away each person has over their surroundings with their consumption, carbon dioxide emissions, and reduce the amount of waste they produce. Don't ever underestimate the power of plants. All life relies on plants, trees, forests, greenery, and their outgrowth to survive and prosper. Going fully vegan, plant-based in every field will unravel and decipher the human DNA that's intelligently conceived with a formula derived from over 20 alien races. Humanity can become a very advanced race if they start doing the right things to protect their world, all living beings, and reclaim their freedom. Also resist the alien invasions projected over masses psychologically and secretly. Humans, beings with the power of nature biding on Earth, can evolve as a very progressive, plant-based, free, and united society to begin terraforming other planetary systems that are in need of help or convenient for metamorphosis, emerging as new Earth-like spheres. Humans are spiritual beings coming from the source of creations, unlike many alien beings that aren't even spiritual or ethical in nature. Most of them are cloned working class to carry out the accustomed mandatory chores over and over again with no freedom or enjoyment for long periods of time. Now they want the human race to recruit it clandestinely and deceptively for this inhumane function, similar to what humans have done to farm animals. Consequences of any alien order or takeover will be ferocious for people that love being free and joyful. Resist the secret extraterrestrial takeover of worlds by informing all others about what's going on behind the scenes. Humans aren't servants or farm animals for the benefit of some technologically advanced beings traveling from space. Humans have the utmost potential to surpass and outperform all alien races in this region of space, because planet Earth is a very special living world that will provide all that human society needs if it's safeguarded and not eradicated for the sake of technological and economic growth and expansion. Each tree planted, each cultivated garden, greenhouse, food forests, and renewable energies will change the shape of the world in the right direction. There are remarkable individuals who planted vast forests, transforming arid landscapes into lush forests, providing food, shelter, wood, and housing for many species. Trees and plants are definitely the life-generating organisms granted to planet Earth to be the best. Not many alien worlds exhibit a very rich and assorted plant life, plus a very active fauna of living organisms in tune with nature. Human civilization has been very destructive after the growth and expansion of the industrial era. Now they must revert back to their essence of living naturally and pacifically. It seems like the industrial era that human civilization has gained a lot from has come to an end with the pandemic, disasters, and other phenomena threatening human lives more than ever. There were plagues that wiped out entire nations in the past to reset the civilization after. Perhaps, Mother Earth has many mechanisms to decimate the organisms that compromise its balance of life. Some of the ancient civilizations were very large and dominant over the world, but somehow they were obliterated except a few artifacts and edifices left behind. People didn't realize the fact that economic, social, and industrial growth and expansion is the most destructive force eating the planet alive each and every day. Planet Earth's population limit may be 2 billion, and there are almost 8 billion individuals fortifying the locust swarm, comprising all nations, all industries, all cities, the entire human population along with their expenditures. Amazon rainforest is still burning down during the lockdown because there is still a very high demand for meat products, causing most of the deforestation. It's obvious that human society has verged a threshold of either do all to restore the planet's environment and resources organically, or the apocalypse is commencing. Moreover, it will be promoted relentlessly by the alien groups that are covertly operating to take advantage of a weakening population. Now will ever be the same again, that's what people must understand. If you don't make the change now, don't believe some higher power will be able to save you. You are doomed to save yourself, your family, and the only planet you can live on. What if this is the end times, or the absolute emergence into an alien universe consists of countless alien races, worlds, organizations, intelligent life in every imaginable shape and development? Nobody will care about humanity if they don't care about their home world and themselves. Nobody is coming to rescue the planet nor anybody, they're only here to gain control of a failing civilization that will be farmed, exploited fiercely. You must unite as one super green force to reclaim your civilization, heal the damage you've done over the years, and resist the alien invasion now before it's too late. They're hiding everywhere. This may be a great opportunity to discard all of the differences, animosities, contests that subdivide people and focus on the real problems imperiling the future with acceleration. Planting trees and living vegan, plant-based may be a good start, but it won't surely free you and recover the world. There are many circumstances kept secret and anonymous from the public. Each person is losing their independence each day because the planet's natural resources are declining by means of overuse, deforestation, global warming, pollution, plastics, greenhouse gases, over-industrialization, environmental degradation, decreasing clean water reservoirs, growing large cities, and other downfalls. The pandemic lockdown has dropped the pollution levels to an all-time low, but it's not enough to get rid of the excess carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Aliens consider themselves superior to human beings because their technologies, energy sources are ultra-sustainable compared to human civilization that's newly developing and has become too destructive over the planet and its limited, fragile resources that provide life to countless species including human population. Human beings worldwide should make the shift towards green developments, extreme sustainability, reforestation, plant-based productions to be able to compete with the beings that want this planet as their own. Humans will be brutally exploited if they fall under alien orders transmitted insidiously to subjugate a weakening and confused society. Each person can contribute to projects, businesses, lifestyles, ventures, startups that can change the shape of the planet exponentially, so the catastrophic events like climate change, deforestation, desertification, diminishing water, and natural supplies can get retrograded. Although most of the human population believes that there is no alien life or they never came here, so on, the reality of the situation is totally different. Various races and groups have been here quite a while, intervening in human affairs. Other types of collective forces have entered the solar system and into the atmosphere to launch their world acquisition schemes that worked in numerous planetary systems. Luckily, a united vegan super force can overcome and outperform all of the calamities, cataclysms, and the alien invasion now and in the future, also merge the entire world for a divine purpose of restoring and protecting our home sphere. Human awareness is arising each day. People started to wake up and they want to take action against the real problems of our time. There will be more pandemics, spreading viruses, manipulation, food water shortages, disasters as of now, so each person is supposed to do all they can to literally save the world without waiting for a higher power or any authorities. Some people built very self-sufficient backyards, gardens, food forests, permaculture farms in their lands that produce most of the foods they need plus earn money off living fully plant-based. Growing all you can boost your health, happiness, self-reliance besides reducing water use, carbon discharge, and waste. Humans have been created to enrich the environment they live on by planting, cultivating greenery all around them. Any products can be made fully plant-based, even plastic alternatives, without harming the ecology. There is research about growing buildings with fungi or making most of the new buildings with wood and replanting back the cut forests. If forests die off, it will be the end of humankind, thus all nations are required to take necessary action to preserve the largest forests as well as planting new forests in regions threatened by desertification, erosion, deforestation. Cities of the world are required to alter their planning to turn them as green, sustainable as possible, powered only by renewables. In a sense, all cities can be transformed as forested habitations instead of highways, malls, and shopping plazas. Shopping malls will eventually modify as the largest greenhouses that grow and sell organic vegan foods, marketing only plant-based merchandise, teach how to cultivate gardens and plant trees to visitors, exhibit the most diverse botanical gardens in them, including animal sanctuaries, plus a lot more ecological and environmental friendly presentations. Human society is evolving faster with the fresh green consciousness that's reforming the planet faster than any other proceedings. This may be the Independence Day for all people of Earth. The same scenarios of many movies are occurring all around the world, and the real threat is the extraterrestrials and their minions.